Welcome to the show. Creative Universe Checkpoint or Earth presents Twin Flame Magic Channeled. Embodying union wisdom so you can dance the romance of eternity with the true twin flame with ease. It's not common as of yet, but it can be drawn from the source of leading edge spiritual truth that is accessible from the core of my union. We vibe with the master magician, and therefore I can channel from our co creation that is also aligned with the consciousness of Arcturus, the planet, because our soul core, Ianitas and Selenitas, resides there. Today on the show, we have why are twin flames reaching union now? Yeah, as a point in history, we are, in general, much more open to this idea. People feel called in their heart. In this segment of eternity in history, the last 15 years, it has become a thing online that you can search for and get all kinds of answers. Now, if these are actually quality answers remains to be seen. Many times not. But it does mean that there's more interest, that people feel the calling. So, why is that in the grand scheme of history and things of man now that we are in this maybe new step to be with the twin flame? What does that mean? That is going to be the topic of today. And I'm just as curious as you are what we are going to call in. So, yeah, we're going to see. I will first pull a couple oracle cards from the deck that helps me in this setting with the deck from the Master Magician. And then we'll feel and channel and discuss what that means. Let me know in the chat where you are watching from. Add a heart for desiring union and a flame for calling in the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union. This is the time of together dancing towards the opening of the year group program for twin flames, Abundance Now. And I have a launch page that you already can visit. The link is below in the description box, and it holds many fun elements that you can already explore, such as a quiz and a group and blogs. And the address is also, when I would just tell you how it is, you can click on it in the link below, but I can also tell you it is creativeuniverse.earth/abundance now launch. And later, when the door opens of this year group program for Twin Flames, you will see right there what the program entails. But for now, we just see the introduction of the launch on that page. So let's start the meat of why we are here. I'm going to see if we get some cards from the Mayan Oracle, the Galactic Language of Light. And that is because the Master Magician has been incarnated in Pakal Votan, but also in other cases. And his language, his visual language, is in these symbols, these Mayan symbols, and in these cards. And that is a way with which he magically can communicate with me very well at this time. As the incarnation of divine wisdom, I already see a card. So this is card number 1. I think we need more cards. I think we need 3 cards. And while we do this, we also make connection with who we are, me, my union, and our soul core that resides at the planet of Arcturus. Two, and maybe like show me another card. Maybe we should do. Oh, well, that one was bumping out. So card number 3. Yeah, that feels good. So we'll just keep it here. And yeah, maybe another time more about why this is also, the incarnation of divine wisdom, and then my twin flame union and the soul core of that at the planet of Arcturus, which is also a very deep um, spiritual leadership and teaching space. No, you could say, maybe I could say a little bit about that in short. You could say that it is a flavor of being, you could say, right, at the core of our union, that we could call from Arcturus. It's like that core of the soul resonates with, well, when you speak about the universe, like where does that, at what place does that resonate very much? So it gives this certain flavor to the core of the union, and that's for us Arcturus. Which is like a place where souls leave or enter this universe. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Well, it just means exactly that. That's just what comes to me. That's how this stuff goes. This is what comes to me. That's a way of saying that I'm actually channeling that. Well, yeah, let me right now try to say a little bit about what that means, the master magician. So it's this Mayan king is but one incarnation of what this teacher is. And I'm just also closely related to that sort of power or something. And this helps bring forward also what I need to say. Because he's like a magician. Maybe we should actually also, yeah, I think we should still one day research more about what that means. Yeah. All right. So let's see at the first card. Let's have a look at the first card. Men. And this symbolic image. So I'm now looking up where it is. Men. It represents an eagle or a cobweb, both. It is about the qualities commitment, compassionate service, global consciousness, dreams and visions, planetary mind, belief in oneself, hope. Symbols, we have the gathering of the eagles, the third eye, and the violet flame. The lavender color plays a role, and also lilac flowers, therefore, and lavender, amethyst stones, all reflecting that color. Shadow wisdom, being obsessed with service to others. being the rescuer, saving others, not being able to say no, loss of hope and meaning, feelings of futility. Shadow transformation, learn to temper service with nourishment and rest. Believe in yourself. Follow your own visions and dreams. Remember the purpose and commitment you have in the larger pattern. Harmonic wisdom flow. With vision I hope, I dance and sing here for the one heart. Wing to wing, the eagles soar in the gathering lavender light. In compassionate service, the spiraling light players dance, the one heart to ignite. In drawing this star glyph, you have drawn the hope to realize your most cherished dreams. The energy of men asks you to believe in yourself and in your dreams and visions, no matter how they may be perceived by others. You are the eagle's vision, joyfully dance on earth, in a mantle of sound and light arising from your crystalline core. You are a member of the one global family. Awake and remember your path of service, your planetary seeding, your mythic call and promise in these magical times. Be all that you are. This is the time of the gathering of eagles. Men remind you to step powerfully into your commitment as a planetary midwife. Your assignment includes whatever furthers your personal evolution and the evolution of global mind. Unity consciousness, you are an awakener, a transformer, an empowered global visionary. You have come to create and support the shift of the ages. In your vision, you have compassion for others, and your decisions are made in the light of global consciousness. Ask yourself how you might experience compassion towards self, the earth, and others. Be guided toward types of work, relationships, places to live, and projects that will benefit the earth and all her inhabitants. Allow your spirit to expand. Soar on your spreading wings and planetary perspective. Affirm through you, Gaia, I am also transformed. I am awakening as the return of divine love and light. We're all one. Gaia, as you awaken, I heal myself. As I awaken, you are healed, and together our petals are ecstatically to the new sun of flowers. Shadow wisdom. In your desire to effect planetary change, you may feel discouraged and overwhelmed by the apparent chaos of the current world situation. Are you experiencing a loss of joy, hope, and excitement about life? Evaluate your current environment, work, relationships, and decisions, and see whether they serve your vision. Explore what gives you joy and satisfaction. Come out of the background. You who see the one world with the vision of the eagle came to create things of unsurpassed beauty. There is a larger purpose for your being here in this time of great transformation. Sniff down trails of feeling and synchronistic experience to find clues in your journey of awakening. Be hopeful, believe in yourself, believe in your vision. Are you obsessed or driven to serve? Does your motivation to serve others outweigh your ability to offer self care? Do you have difficulty saying no? Do you ever find yourself obsessed with service or playing the rescuer for others? Planetary midwives often function in this shadow. Walk with joyful ease into the unfoldment of your vision's destiny. Fill your personal cup. In replenishing yourself, you actually fill the larger planetary chalice as well. Live knowing that we are all one. As a member of the global family, when you heal yourself and raise your consciousness, you naturally help to heal and raise the consciousness of the world. Evoke and use the violet flame of transmutation, which has in its awesome power the ability to heal and transmute all personal and collective issues in divine light. With compassion in your heart, listen to Gaia's guidance about service. Joyfully sing awake the melody of your own heart song. Well, that was beautiful if you ask me. Let's first, you know, open up all cards. Cheek Shan, Serpent. The qualities are vitality, passion, sensing, body wisdom, motivation, desire, instinct, creativity, serpent, kundalini, integration, purification, intimacy, pattern that connects, connector. It is a coiled snake arising from molten magma and refers to the base chakra. Among others, it is really about this red orange color. Cayenne, cardamom, also about that color. Poppy, orange lily. Carnelian, coral, fire agate. Shadow wisdom, unresolved anger, making predictable choices based on familiarity and security rather than on intuitive wisdom. Over identification with the body and its sensual desires. Shadow transformation. Use the body as tool for transformation. Learn how to use passion and the senses as a means of access and alignment to higher consciousness. Follow your gut level intuitions and instincts to make choices in the moment. Harmonic wisdom, tempo. Affirmation. I joyfully access and experience the wisdom and vitality held in my body. Into a passionate pyre of flame grows. Lit lotus crown, it will expose. Shan is the vital life force that encourages you to act intuitively in the moment. Follow your gut level instincts and intuition. Sense the solutions to your concerns. What do you instinctively sense about your current situation? What motivates your choices? Listen to the temple of wisdom in your body. Allow it to integrate all levels of your being. Create a relationship with your body that will free you of the entrapments of past patterns. The vital fire of purification can serve your clearing process at this time. Shan's instinctual transformation is available to ignite and purify your body. Listen to the teachings and insights of the energy of each chakra. Utilize your passion in the tangible expression of your creativity. Bring your entire being into attunement with your sacred fire. Be willing to look at issues you have concerning intimacy and sexuality. Make sure that you are not separated from the dance of passion that is in union with your divine nature. Sense your deeper desire for union and intimacy. Shan calls on you to awaken your vitality, body wisdom, and passion for life. Shadow wisdom. Do you tend to make choices based on familiarity and security rather than on the intuition of the moment? Often in the shadow of Chan, you may have a tendency to numb out in familiar and routine patterns. If you experience your life as dull and lacking in vitality, examine your routines and behavior patterns. Sense new patterns that will bring more vitality, spontaneity, and excitements into your life. If you choose Chikshan, you are being asked to take a deep look at issues of sexuality and intimacy. Drawing this glyph suggests that you desire to share your innermost self and that you yearn for a deeper connection and intimacy. If you are caught up in reactive or volcanic patterns of anger, be willing to look at how your desire for intimacy may not be fulfilled. In this shadow are the issues of becoming enmeshed in attachment to the physical body or consumed with sensual desire. Do you over identify with how your body looks and how others perceive or judge you? Shikshan reminds you to use the wisdom of your body as a tool and guide for transformation. Explore the body and senses as a means of activating higher consciousness. With the integration and natural flow of this powerful life force, you can experience the sacred fire of the serpent's dance within you. Allow this vital force its natural flow. Align and release judgments. Free your issues about your body and sexuality. In the light of love, utilize your passion to fully experience and learn from the power of Chik Chan. This sacred energy will assist you in making spontaneous choices and sensing new solutions. Great. The third card. There we are. Let me go there. It's like a story of a couple symbols that we're trying to read now and decipher. Ish. This glyph means jaguar or heart as like a form or the symbol. The qualities are integrity, heart knowing, alignment with divine will, magician, shaman, jaguar, night seer, priest, priestess, torch bearer, magic, intuition. Its symbols are the jaguar, the wisdom wand, the all seeing eye, and the peacock. Number 14 is of importance. The flower essence that belongs to it is the sunflower. Spiritualizing the ego is what that means. The element is air. Shadow wisdom. Issues of integrity, personal power, control. Will out of alignment with divine will. Need for approval and recognition. Mind out of alignment with heart knowing. Shadow transformation is develop a clear connection with divine will and your essence self. Be transparent, innocently allowing magic to come through you rather than needing to create it. Trust, open to heart knowing and limitless possibilities. Harmonic wisdom, melody. Affirmation. Through heart knowing, I am in natural alignment with divine will. Jaguar seer, show me the larger vision in alignment with the will of the divine. I call on you, my integrity, to refine. Receiving Ish indicates that magic is afoot. You have drawn the light magician, the jaguar seer. Expand your vision to include the excitement of more magic in your life. Ish offers you initiation. Ish challenges you to pick up your wisdom wand. and embrace the beneficial use of will. Through your presence and simple beingness, magic's dimensional doorway opens. Magic is a type of perception. Magic dances only in the present tense. Magic requires attention in a reverent way. Are you silent enough to receive it? Magic requires open, flexible awareness to show its mysterious face. Thus, if you are trying to be in control in your ego, you probably will not perceive what is magical around you. Simplify. Stop thinking and center into direct perception of what is. Magic will have no choice but dance with you. Each reminds you to align with your will with that of the divine, and to look inside, not outside, for the answers you may seek. Through the lens of integrity, examine your motivations and actions. Through the lens of heart knowing, guide, direct, and align your intentions. Think with your heart. Act as a torchbearer for the light. Allow yourself to be danced in divine innocence as a channel for the most expanded magic. Step into self empowerment. When you align with what gives you joy, expressing your beauty and power, your energy naturally expands to include more of what you are. Nothing and no one outside yourself can give you real power. Empower yourself by directly addressing the situation at hand. Act with integrity, and magical outcomes will naturally blossom. Shadow wisdom. A shadow of Ish is seen in issues involving integrity, control, personal power, and will. Examine your focus and use of mental power. How are these issues playing out in your life right now? Speak your truth and act with integrity. Be honest and true to yourself. Own and address your shadow with self and others. Are you giving away power by looking for approval outside yourself? Step into the light of real magicianship that is found in the integrity of heart knowing. Use your personal will in concert with your heart. Establish a clearer connection with your essence self, who is a light magician already. In the shadow of the magician's cape, you can find feelings of competition or the need for approval, recognition, or status. These feelings often indicate the ego or the mind's need for power and control. The real magician's cape is transparent to the will of the divine. Release your need for approval and control. Feel your intrinsic worth as a window for the light to shine through, open to the possibility of magic and miracles in your life. All right. So we have first men, the eagle. Stepping into your power to awaken the world, but not to be this person that is going to walk around awakening everybody. It's more in your beingness. And that is being a twin flame on earth right now, is awakening that deeper layer of being that everybody possesses. But then also realizing that it's just normal. It's not special. It's just what you are, what you always already were. It's just your nature. And it's not something that you need to push through others' throats, but it's something that you shine out of your heart automatically when you have made it come true in harmonious twin flame union. And you don't need to push that to be a front runner, a forerunner in the unfoldment of the wisdom of the universe. Because if you make that come true, being with your true twin flame in harmonious union, the consciousness state, you already are this forerunner, this awakener of other people, because your consciousness will have tremendously changed towards being inside and therefore also exuding automatically this new state of being to the world. People feel that you're different. You already awaken other people by being you in your union together with your twin flame. Harmonious twin flame union is completely and utterly different than anything else that is around, that people can feel and experience and talk about. It's a very present energy that is completely different. And that's what is now taking over, that we can do that and have that and be that. That's the new chapter of development for the entire universe. And if you already make that come true, then you are that front runner. Then you are that awakener already. And we have Chik Shan, the vitality, passion, the senses, sexuality and intimacy, power, vital life force that asks you to bring this new place in consciousness in the body. Bring it forward physically, materially, with your twin flame as a couple, in the senses, with the sexual shapes and dances of the body, because that's natural and beautiful. And people can also recognize it through that incarnation that is actually a completely different, new and utterly different, utterly sacred way of being beautifully sacred, sexy together in a harmonious way. That is incredibly attractive to see, to feel, to sense, to experience by other people. So that's like your marketing slogan, your beautiful, sensual sexiness as a couple, as a union, in your body, and also on your own, in harmonious union consciousness as a body, recognizable for people to see and touch. Or maybe not touch, that can be like a bridge too far, but they feel it, they see it. It's like this vitality that comes off of your voluptuous forms and movement and breathing pattern, and that just communicates that beauty of harmonious union. That's like your marketing for that new consciousness state that the universe experiences now as the next chapter for everyone. It's not made come true yet by many people, only like a handful or a couple of handful, like literally only a couple handful and stuff, you know? I'm not kidding. But many people feel in the heart that calling. Not everybody makes it come true yet. In harmonious twin flame union, the consciousness state that is very concrete, and I pass it on to you. It's a true thing. That's the thing that everyone actually sort of talks about, but doesn't know that they're talking about that, and feels they sort of need to go there, but they don't really understand what that is yet. And then we have Ish, the jaguar heart, the divine will, the magician, the priestess, magic, and initiation. As a twin flame, you connect with that new chapter, with that higher will of the divine. And you step into a world that is thick with empowerment and meaning. It's like the sacred purpose of your union, that is your mission, will be inhabited by you in a way that is filled with light and clarity and that voluptuousness of your embodiment too. And it feels like you step into the alignment of the divine will that makes you act and speak as if it's a way that the divine acts through you immediately, directly in its directness. And that is when it is also integrated that you are that new twin flame level of the universe, connected, incorporator of the consciousness that is the next chapter from the universe. Sharing that, being that. And by being that, being the teacher of that, and the marketer of that, and the professional in that, but not the other way around. It's not a role that you play because you thought out that that was a good idea. It's the divine acting through you. And you will literally experience that. It's a really different experience than what you may know right now, how you act and walk and talk and love. But you'll become a direct passer on of purpose directly from God. And that is what twin flames are doing right here, right now, in the history of man. Because it is time for twin flames to come into union so that this completely different quality of consciousness can start to drop by drop, union by union, spread into the world, into the universe, in relationships between people. And it depends on you to spread that. God counts on you to come into the consciousness state of harmonious union now, so that his plan can move forward to open this consciousness up for people. And it is crucial that you awaken to that and start to be that, so that you exude it and show it to others by what you are. God needs you for that. And that's a development and a transformation. And then it is an arrival and an awakening that you choose and commit to and invest into and keep on investing into continually, while you sink deeper and deeper in this alignment with God that starts to act through you. And not only through you, through the core of your union. And you are part of your union. It is a relationship. And God comes right through that relationship into the world. It is aligned on the union level. And this is nowhere else to be gotten. It doesn't exist anywhere else. Not even in the church or the temple or on the meditation cushion. It is only to be gotten right there in twin flame union. And you feel the call. And this call is meant to be heard right now. And people do hear it. And you are one of those people that hears it. That is meant to happen so that you start to walk the path yourself, that you then later will point out to other people when you have arrived. First, you arrive. Put yourself into that movement of surrendering into the divine so that you arrive. And the rest will unfold from there. And you'll do the steps when God steps. You'll move when God moves. You'll dance when God dances. You'll show when God shows. You'll stay silent when God stays silent. And when God wants to tell a story, you will tell the story. It is in the directness of that passing on that is the quality of this consciousness that you are the opener of for the universe. And that is why twin flames are here on earth now. And hear the call much more clearly. And answer the call fully. And arrive so that God has these couple of places where he can show what divine love entails, where God can show to other people what it is like to be fulfilled in an autonomous way, not by the world, not by food, not by money, not by things, not by relationships, but by union itself, by divine love itself. And that fulfillment for sure creates relationships and money and food and nourishing experiences and loving abilities and co-creational endeavors. But you'll see what that is. It will be a given. It will be a present that is being sent to you. And that is the movement how human beings are supposed to live. And you don't do that as an action because you have morals. No, you do that because that is just how God moved through you, and you can't do anything else. You just do that because you are in union with the divine together with your twin flame. You don't need rules of life because you just act when God acts and you talk when God talks. And I would take that as literal as possible, that this is what is going to happen. But not yet, not when you hear the call. When you have transformed and you've done the journey and you've arrived, then is when that will come. That you step into the divine will and in the immediacy of acting, speaking, and being. What God is, you are. And that's how you share. Twin flames are supposed to show that. Twin flames are supposed to show that this is the next step in the evolution of mankind. That is what ascension means. It means that you go to the next step, the next piece of evolution for humanity. And that's this, twin flames. And living that in harmonious union consciousness state with your true twin flame, in the joy it is supposed to be about. Eternally, sustainably, in harmony. And that's what this time is about. That this is what our time in history is about right now. To unfold that and live that and be that. It's not lived yet. It's still completely fresh. It's still completely new. Because it's not speaking about an idea. It's not proclaiming a new future. It is not an ideal. It is not an idea. It is not a vision for the future that you believe in as much as possible. It is fully being clicked in with the divine and therefore with union in a way that has eaten you alive. And therefore you can be with your twin flame. And therefore that is harmonious. And therefore that is sustainable. And therefore that is the new chapter in human evolution. And that's what God wants now in the universe, to start unfolding piece by piece, union by union, drop by drop. And you are called to be one of those. So start the process. I bow for the primordial truth. I bow for the value of creation. I bow for the truth of beauty. I bow for everything true and of purity. Manifest creativity. Creator of us all, be with me when I open to connect with myself, when I uncover the creative source to retrieve her the way you have placed it inside of me, and the way in which the exact same source moves and guides you as well. O divine creator, make that I will be receptive to your voice and lead me to the rhythm of your breath, so that I will find a movement that leads me, find words for it, and can experience the being of them openly. Thank you for the abundance that is received in this moment. Thank you for the power that makes that I receive this moment. Om Amen. Your next step. Don't forget to actually start the process and jump on the team. Actively come to our community, start doing the correct inner work, and ask the support you deserve through our services so that we can start a relationship that will lead you to harmonious union and beyond. When you're not in the relationship, you're not on the team, and you can't expect the results I am speaking of. Currently, you are cordially invited to step into the group year course experience. This is the Twin Flame Mystery School you have been waiting for. I am looking for 9 people to step into this abundant opportunity. Twin Flame Abundance Now opens its doors on May the 1st. Start giving so that you can receive. The door closes as soon as I have my 9 people that will be successful in their journey. But first, we dance towards the opening of the door together. The show notes. You can, however, support this ongoing live Twin Flame news as such. Make it possible as co-creator. Without your participation and financial gifts, I cannot do anything because we need to have an energetic and verbal visual exchange for things to make sense and to know what I need to talk about for you. And also, we are on Earth, and that necessarily always works with money as a means to make sacred content actually physically flow. Therefore, I post the show notes on Patreon. Come over and enjoy. Have influence on the broadcasts. Don't miss out on the behind the scenes experience. Patreon.com/PEJ at Creative Universe, link below in the description box. This month, the Patreon subscriber action is the Divine Love reading for the old price of €99 instead of the new one of €177. Why don't you share this with a friend? If you liked it, they might as well. I am Petra, in the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union since March 2020. Worked with the new Christ Masters on Earth right now to roll this consciousness state out so everyone can enjoy the abundant life with their true twin flame soon enough, after going in with me right here. Don't search any further. You reached what you were looking for. Om. Amen.